Hello, people. Thank you for coming by and checking out my video. I want you to take a look at the America that we now live in. Check this out.
It's a scene that seems to be out of a developing nation where corruption and violence run rampant. But this surveillance video is from an apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado.
To your knowledge, what are the men in this video doing?
They are going through the complex, like I'm told that they are, heavily armed. They patrol the complex. They control who comes in, who goes out. They go from door to door. They have forced their way into many complexes. They have thrown people out.
Aurora City Councilwoman Danielle Jurinsky blames neighboring Denver for its sanctuary policies, which provide services to undocumented migrants, the vast majority not connected to crimes and there to find work. Those seen in this video, though, believed to be associated with the violent Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, designated by the U.S. Treasury Department as a transnational criminal organization, closely watched by the FBI.
We're certainly tracking that particular gang, TDA, as we would refer to it, whether it's their, drug trafficking, extortion, kidnapping for ransom, different kinds of violent crime.
4 Venezuelan migrants associated with the same gang were just indicted for this jewelry store heist in Denver. 2 others believed to be involved in the attack of New York City police officers in Times Square in January. And the suspect in the murder of Laken Riley has connections as well. Venezuela and some other countries have no diplomatic relationship with the United States, which means information about migrants' backgrounds would not be shared.
We have no ability to verify their criminal background or whether they belong to a Venezuela gang, but yet we're still releasing them in the United States.
Former President Donald Trump says if he wins the election in November, he'll implement a mass deportation policy. Vice President Kamala Harris has indicated a shift on border policy with support for a more restrictive approach. In Washington, I'm Christine Frizzau.
Now, this is what you guys gonna vote for. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, I'm not gonna talk politics. Talking politics these days just gives me a headache. You're never gonna persuade people, which I never try to persuade people anyway. But some things are just common sense. You got to give it to Trump. Whether you vote for Trump or Kamala, the slogan "Make America Great Again." That has never been more true than right now. Because this country is pretty much done. I mean, seriously, if we know that the government in Venezuela is sending all of their, basically clearing out all the violent criminals out of their prison system and sending them over here, I know this. Everybody knows this. So I know the Biden administration knows this. I mean, but every time there's a conversation about dealing with this situation, it's never to deport them or to stop them from coming out. She want to try to fix the situation. There shouldn't even be a situation. They shouldn't even be here in the first place. I mean, I don't have a problem with, well, yes, I do. The border shouldn't even be open in the first place. We're not even taking care of our own people. I mean, everybody in America should have a place to stay before you start letting migrants come over, even legally. I mean, I understand people facing hardships over in their own country. I mean, we facing hardships here. I mean, you got people living under bridges. I mean, I never forget the time I went to an Atlanta game. I think about 2 years ago. Went to the game, enjoyed myself. But when I came out, I'm seeing homeless people all over the place. I saw one lady had a little baby and had tubes stuck all up in her. I mean, what can you do? I mean, there's nothing you can do but keep going. I mean, there's nothing you can do to help these people. But that image stayed in my mind for a long time. Those are the type of problems that we have. I'm pretty sure every big city have problems like that. But yet, we're sending billions of dollars overseas to take care of everybody else. We got veterans who need help. I mean, And let me tell you something. I'm going to say one more thing about this politics thing. When Donald Trump was president, I felt like a middle class person. We was the middle class family. I mean, we made pretty good money. Um, we never even thought about money because we was able to work, save, put up. We still enjoyed ourselves, steaks, trips, spending money like we felt like it. Now I make more money now than I did um, when Trump was president. I make more money now under the Biden administration, and I don't even feel like middle class. I really don't. Most of our money is going into food. We spend over $1,000 a month on food. Bills are high. I mean, taxes are high. I mean, it's terrible. And for the American people not to see this, I just don't get it. That's why I'm not even. I'm gonna go vote the way I feel I need to vote when it's time to vote. But when you got people coming in this country saying they are escaping hardships in their own country, but yet they out here, and where they get all these guns? I mean, you fleeing prosecution, hardships from your own country, but yet you over here terrorizing citizens, and you got guns. They got nice guns too. I think I saw an AR in one of those guys' hands, and they just terrorize people. That does not seem like anybody coming over here looking for a better life. They coming over here terrorizing, and that's why you got to get armed. I mean, you really do have to be armed now. I listened to this guy on YouTube, T Electric, and that's all he talks about is about being armed and being ready for any kind of situations. And about 4 years ago, I didn't have any weapons. I didn't think I need them living out here where I live. But now, the way this country is, you got to get them. You got to get trained on them. Your wife got to be trained on them. The kids, if you have kids. I mean, this country is. I'm not depressed. I just don't feel like I did when Trump was the president. I mean, people are mentally ill. Oh, mental illness is a serious problem in this country. I know I got on here talking about the Venezuelan situation, the migrants, but there's so much wrong with this country now. I mean, this country needs seriously need attention. You need to take care of the mental illness problem that we have, because there are a lot of people with mental illness. You can see it every day on the news. Some of the things that people have done. I mean, housing is terrible. I think over here where I live, the average home price is around $400,000. And what the interest rate? 6 or 7%. That's not a good deal. Who wants to get stuck in with a 6 or 7% interest rate? About 20 years ago, 6% was decent. You could survive off that, but not now. That's too much money. That's just too much. HOA fees, high property taxes. I mean, we are just hemorrhaging money. I mean, I'm not complaining. We doing well. We doing pretty good, but it's just ridiculous. I know every day when I go out, I just observe. I'm just looking. I listen to people I work with. Look at the environment, the news. It was so much better when we was coming up as a kid. I mean, this country does not even look the same. But anyway, I'm all over the place. I'm triggered. I really am triggered, man. I just don't. And stuff, when you see stuff like this, what's going on in Colorado, man, that just ticks you off. I mean, the Biden administration are basically trying to turn this country into a third world country. I mean, there's no way that area should look like that. You look just, if somebody dropped you off there and you didn't know where you were, you would think you was over in Venezuela somewhere, in Brazil. I mean, it is horrible, man. I mean, you can't we can't go through another 4 years of the Biden administration, because that's basically what you're getting if this lady Harris win. 4 more years of this, and I'm gonna have 4 more years of not being middle class, not feeling like a middle class citizen. I mean, let me stop because I go on all night. But anyway, I appreciate those who took the time to check out my video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you the next time with more content. I'm out.